All right, so we're gonna now work on increasing some overall strength of the foot in terms of either what we call dorsiflexion or plantar flexion. It's important to understand that after an ankle joint sprain or a kind of lower leg strain, we're gonna lose awareness of position, right? We said that was called proprioception. And when that happens, it's not uncommon that we may experience pain in relatively normal activities that should not be creating pain. And we're also going to lose the ability to really recruit muscle at a higher level because of that. So we're going to first start flat on the ground. We'll progress to using a step, and then we'll come back to the ground and see if we can do this in a single leg fashion because we've developed enough orientation. So having something at first maybe for support, as easy as it is, I want to just go ahead and lift those heels up towards the ceiling. I don't want you to think tippy toes, right? I want you to think heels up so you can get maximal contraction of that gastroc and soleus, so those muscles in the back of the leg. We're going to want to hold this position here for roughly about anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds because these muscles are largely based for endurance activities. So I want to train them that way by giving them a hold, but I want to do enough repetitions, maybe in the order of 5 or 10 reps, depending upon how long I hold, that I'm actually feeling some fatigue in there. Now, once I've gone and kind of done this one muscle all by itself, where I've held 5 or 10 seconds, and I've done anywhere from 5 to 10, if you've got the time, maybe 20 reps, I'm gonna switch this roll and now look at raising the toes up, okay? So I'm gonna try to make sure I can get that whole front aspect of the foot up, and again, I'm using a kind of prolonged hold position, okay? Making sure that I'm trying to get as high as possible. What may happen, and it's not uncommon, that on an injured side, you may notice that the injured side really doesn't have the same height as the other. So this is a great activity to start addressing that muscle recruitment, and all the more important, because if that muscle is weak, it's not uncommon that when you take a step, if you're unable to bring your foot up and clear the ground for the next step, you're just gonna trip up on your foot, and that's easy to start having an opposite side, what we call contralateral injury, meaning I hurt my left and now I'm not walking right, so I'm gonna end up hurting my right. So once I've gone and addressed using this ground technique, which is usually the one to start, it's very easy to execute on a daily basis, I'm gonna wanna advance to the stairs. On the stairs, I can do the same thing. I can just allow myself to sink more into a stretch position, where I'll hold that equally for 5 to 10 seconds, then come out of that stretch position, hold that for 5 to 10 seconds, and then the progression on the flip side of that is to start here where the foot starts just a little lower. Sometimes people need an additional kind of balance. So from here, again, I'm going to raise up. And now I just have to work through a larger excursion or larger range of motion, raising the toes up. Final progression to something like this is to be on the ground using nothing for support, either coming up with 1 and 2, or attempting to come up with one side and then switch over and lift the other, which is actually pretty hard to do. So we attempt to do these in a slow kind of cadence back and forth, or just sticking with one at a time. And at the highest level, that's really what we're looking for, because mind you, when we are running on a field, or planning and cutting, or even simply doing box jumps, burpees, and just plyometric drills, even in a safe environment like a gym, we really need to work on that proprioceptive aspect, work on that lower leg strength, and as well the intrinsic strength of our toes, which we'll get when we kind of advance this exercise.